guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you what I have going on for my first grader in his work boxes. You can see that I've got a few additional types of boxes here. Love these boxes where you can label on the front what you have inside of them, and whenever you change what's inside, you just change what you put on the front. So love those. And I'll explain why I've got those there in a minute, but here we go with the work boxes. So first up, and he does not have to do these in order, he can do them however he likes, but we have magic words. So essentially I've taken some paper, written in crayon, oh my goodness, I haven't had enough coffee, the sight words that we're working through, and he paints them and they appear. So box number one. Box number two is just some books that I will read to him as he asks for or as I can find time. 6 by Seuss. Obviously we're not reading the whole book today, but he can pick a story from it. And Make Way for Ducklings by Robert McCluskey. That's a really great book, so if you have not read it to your children, I encourage you to check it out. Box number three is Bingo Marker Mystery from 123homeschoolforme.com. These are awesome. You basically have the kids work through the math problems, and then once they've done the dots in the appropriate color, so you can see if the answer is 6, you dot it green, 4, you dot it brown, 2 is red. So once they've answered all the math problems and they do their dots, it actually makes a picture. So they'll create a little art picture. So that's cool. And I did not have a brown dot marker, so again, be flexible, go with it, use a regular marker. We're also doing this lily pad game. Let me see if I can get to this one-handed here. Okay. I did try to leave, whenever I cut something out, if I'm going to share it with you, I want to give props to whoever actually took the time to create the cool printable. So I did leave that attached here, and let's see if I can get that to focus. livinglifeintentionally.blogspot.com is where that's from. So essentially I put out the lily pads. He's got all these different math problems. And so for 2 plus 4, he would find the 6th lily pad, which seems to not, maybe that's our 6. Yeah, it is. So he would put the 2 plus 4 on there. And then I believe each lily pad ends up with 3 frogs on it, and then that game is complete. So that's that box. And you'll see sometimes I do put multiple things in a box, and there's nothing wrong with that. Be flexible. Do whatever works. All right, box number 4. We're just working on this printable book that I have. Let me see if I'm not seeing a link to who made this, so I apologize. All right, anyway, so this is just a little book he's working on. He's gonna have to do some cutting, some writing, again, CBC words. And for the last actual workbox, we've got a measuring printable, just some various things to measure. I may switch out the football. I'm not sure right now where our football is, but here's his tape measure. So we'll talk about measuring, and he'll practice writing that out. All right, and then for my side boxes here, these are basically filler things. If I'm working with another child, or if he is just needing to keep himself busy, I like to have a little area of things that he knows he can get into, or I can assign and say, okay, you need to go do this. So this stuff is not necessarily required, but it will be fit in at some point. So this is our geo boards, rubber bands, and he does like to just make different shapes, play around with that. So that's out for him. Sometimes we'll do challenges, build the letters, make a word on your board, just different things to keep it fun. This is called Stir 'em Up, and the directions are not in here, so I do not really know what this game is supposed to be, but essentially I will pull out some of the letters. This is just too many for him to work with right now, and I want to keep our lessons short and focused. So essentially, I'll pull some out. He'll have a smaller number of letters. I may even keep the vowels out so that he can just draw 2 consonants and we can make a word. Even nonsense words really help the children to learn to read phonetically instead of by guessing. So we've got that one. I found this game used. It probably was featured in one of my hauls maybe. So this is an awesome game, and essentially I think he has to use the cards and build words. So yeah, that looks really cool. This game works on vocabulary, simple spelling, sight word recognition, concentration, social interaction, and having fun. And yeah, it's for ages 5 to 8 and for 2 to 6 players. So I can even, this is a great game I can assign for my kids, my older kids, to play with my younger guy if I need to get something done or if I'm working with one of them. All right, the linking cubes are just out for him to build, which he loves to do with these, or if he needs them on the math sheet I showed you where he's using the dot markers. He's so into Spider-Man right now that these folders just made his day. So I've got them out here, and oh, I said these. There's another one somewhere. He obviously carried it off, but he can take these, and if he wants to, he loves to just get a piece of paper and draw and stick it in his folder because it's his. He likes that. And then I might have him work on writing on this large lined dry erase board from the marker board people, which I bought these a long time ago, but if I remember right, their boards were really, really cheap and affordable. So if you need a small portable whiteboard, this one's actually a little bit big, but this works great. So this is what we've got going on today. And yeah, that's it. So talk to you soon.